Hey guys, Graham McFadder here, talking all things MTX Powersports. Want to cover off three super important points that we want to focus on for our Rzr kits for Polaris. So first of all is we want to give you tons of power so that you're not lacking for, covering up wind noise, the noise of the engine itself, or the exhaust system. So we give you 1,000 watts RMS of pure power, starting off with our MUD 100.4, 100 watts by 4 RMS for your front pod speakers and your tower speakers on the back. And then for your subwoofer, your 10-inch subwoofer in your dash, we give you a 600 watt RMS monoblock. Super compact size, tons of power, 1,000 watts RMS for your side-by-side. You can't beat it, man. Power is king. Reason number two why you should check out the MTX kits for your Thunder Rzr 5. We have a unique technology called pod lock technology for mounting our front speaker pods. No one else uses this. It's exclusive to MTX. There's no drilling of holes in your vehicle, no cutting of wires. This bracket here is the key to everything. So if you look on the top view, we have two little legs on the bottom and a single bolt and two bolts down the bottom. These all go in factory locations. They are not drilling into the vehicle. On the speaker pod itself, which is a 6.5-inch speaker with RGB lighting and integrated into the system. Obviously the Deutsch connector for the speaker wire and RGB connection on there. You've got all the foam padding on here for anywhere where it will touch a metal surface in the vehicle to stop any vibration. And on the bottom of the pod, those two little notches here is where it's going to lock into that pod lock technology. So you take your bracket, mount that down on the kick panel where it's supposed to go for the speaker. The speaker pod mounts in the two little dog legs. That's now nice and secure, and a single screw going into the vehicle itself in a factory bolt location holds that whole pod in place. So you've got your speaker, your RGB lighting. You do not have to remove the speaker using this technology. The speaker stays intact. You're not removing and installing product that's going to take you extra time or have any issues with wiring, not connecting something on the inside. Also stops you from breaking any seal and keeping this thing watertight. So pod lock technology for their 6-inch speakers pods, all Deutsch style connectors on it, everything in the box that you would need from MTX. Last but not least, certainly not least for me, is the subwoofer enclosure. What is music without having bass? Nothing. So this thing is an absolute animal. We're using our 55 series subwoofer, which is 2 levels up from what we used to use in the old Terminator series enclosures. So a much better subwoofer, serious, more performance. You've got mounts in your stock location. You do lose the little glove box, which no one uses anyway. On the bottom of the enclosure, you'll see here, easy for me to hold, is this looks like a gas cap. So if you undo that pod, you now have a completely ported enclosure, which is going to give you much more output. And for those guys that go river bedding and getting water into the vehicle, obviously water getting into the subwoofer is bad. So we give you the gas cap, mount it in place, twist it. Now that thing's sealed up again. So 600 watts RMS going to your subwoofer, adding bass to your system. There's nothing else you can do to give you more dramatic impact to your audio, and we deliver with this guy.